Hey everyone, welcome to another sneaker review with me. Today I'll be talking about a sneaker that I've been super excited to see. I talked about it on a previous release with this collaborators. I didn't know that they were going to release it at all, but now that it's here, I'm super excited to check it out. So before we get started, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. A big percentage of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet. Hi, how you doing? If you haven't yet, leave a like on this video if you like this type of content. That's what the like button's for. And I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. Please and thank you. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump right into my review and honest opinions on the Haan and Staple Pigeon Original Grand Wingtip and Ultra collaboration. I mentioned this in their collaboration with these guys, the Staple Haan 5.0 Grand WRK or Works. When I was reviewing this sneaker, which you guys can see on this channel, I talked about how I was looking for a dress shoe, kind of like you would get the vibe with things like Chelsea boots, like brown leather sneakers, penny loafers, Oxfords, shoes like that. And I was hoping that they'd release a more current one. And I woke up this morning and saw on Instagram that they did release it finally. So super excited to see these sneakers. So they did release today, October 13th. So the first one is this one right here, the Wingtip Original Grand in the brown and orange colorway. And the second one that released is the Ultra Silhouette, which released in this predominantly cream colorway. So looking at the base models first, the Original Grand Wingtip is a classic. I mentioned this previously before. This exact shoe right here I wore for the majority of my high school and college days because back when I was still studying, I used to have to wear a uniform and have black leather shoes. So I chose the Hans because not only were they stylish, they were also very comfortable, and it says right here, great for commuting, working, and just kicking back. And I totally agree from personal experience. Wearing the Original Grand shoe, my favorite thing about it is that the longer that you wear it, the more that it breaks in, and the more buttery, the more soft it feels on foot. So if you guys are looking for a dress shoe that's not only stylish and comfortable, I highly recommend the Original Grand Oxford wingtips, such as you see on here. So the other sneaker, this one right here, are the Ultra Wingtip Oxfords. So this would be the base model for the white pair. Consider your possibilities expanded and your opportunities boundless with the otherworldly comfort of the Original Grand Ultra Wingtip Oxford. First, we increased the amount of grand foam to make this the most cushioned Original Grand ever. Then we wrapped the foot in an external stitch-like booty for a snug sock-like fit that's easy to slip on and off. Finally, increased rubber on the outsole adds traction and durability for greater confidence under all that comfort. I guess when talking about iPhones, this is the Pro Max of the Hans, I guess, which is very interesting. That description right there intrigued me a lot. The fact that it's more comfortable than the Original Grand. But anyways, moving on, let's look at the details of each individual sneaker first. So the Original Grand Wingtip Oxford is crafted in the premium high nap suede and contains a remastered outsole engineered with Hans patent flower foam. So it's not using 0 gram foam, it's using a new flower foam outsole compound which is made of a minimum of 25% natural dandelion rubber. So, okay, now reading that, I take back my comment a while ago. I might have to try this on personally because it's not going to be the same or the exact same as the Original Grand shoes that I wore in high school and in college, right? Because it's the totally remastered, totally different. It features forefoot and heel rubber pods for added traction and durability, as well as a molded sock liner in a staple camouflage pattern for added comfort and cushioning. An external metallic pigeon logo is branded on the outer heel. So of course, since it is a Staple collaboration, there will always be a little pigeon at the heel. I talk about Staple all the time. I am a big fan, especially ever since I got into the sneaker game. I actually have a lot of pigeon collaborations in my collection. Trying to look for what they were talking about. Wait, so they call the insole the sock liner? So there is the Staple Haan collaboration sock liner. That's really cool, actually. Oh, the heel has a tab. I didn't see that. That's a nice pop of color along with all the other... Is that orange? That would be orange, right? Or red? I don't know, actually. I've always been bad with color, so leave a comment down below if you guys know. The gray and orange contrast to the brown, which is very stylish. Again, I mentioned I was drawn to this more than the white pair for some reason, and I think a lot of people are too. So moving on to the next one, the Original Grand Ultra Wingtip Oxford is materialized in high nap suede and exhibits proprietary debossed camouflage pattern, as well as a dual density grand foam midsole to provide exceptional cushioning. An internal stretch knit booty provides a perfect fit in 360 sock-like construction for phenomenal comfort, while the rubber bottom provides zonal traction and great durability. So not only comfort, but also performance. The shoe also features the staple camouflage print sock liner on and an external metallic pigeon logo on the heel, with the additional staple branding at the heel loop. So again, I love that pop-up color with the orange or the pink or whatever color you want to call it. This one's a little bit more toned down than the brown pair. And I guess if you look closely, aha, there, now we can see the pattern a little bit more, the camo that they're talking about. It's more of the outlines, not necessarily the fact that it's different colored for camouflage. For both sneakers, something interesting now that I just thought about it is that they're both in suede. I assume the suede would be softer. Yeah, so my one comment for this one would probably be it might get a little bit dirty. So, I mean, you're not necessarily wanting it to be dirty, but you're gonna have a higher chance of having to clean this one than the brown pair for sure. So I would just recommend using a stain protector. So this one's interesting. So it's a two-part construction upper. You have the sock-like knit booty on the inside, and then on top of it would be covered in that suede. So I wonder if that would make it less breathable. You know what I'm saying? Because not only do you have the suede, which isn't necessarily breathable. I don't know if those holes right there would add breathability, but you also have another layer of sock liner. Plus, I don't know, I would assume you'd wear socks in this. Maybe you don't have to because there is a sock liner, but personally, I like wearing socks even though some sneakers are possibly more breathable without socks. But yeah, so I wonder if that takes away from the breathability. First impressions, I really like this brown one. White ones, of course, would be easy to style, but I feel like, is it a little bit too plain? But then that might be actually good because you can never go wrong with a pair of white sneakers. Plus the fact that it's the OriginalGrand that we see on screen. Downside that I see is the price right there. You have to add 40 bucks from the 180 original wingtip, or the OGs I will call. Is all that extra cushioning? I mean, it makes sense. You added more to the sneaker, you add more to the price, but is it worth it? Personally, I was super happy with the OriginalGrand. So I know that I'm getting every bang for my buck for the 180, but is it worth it to go up to 40 bucks to get this sneaker? And then another comment that I have is, unfortunately, these are the only two colorways that they have, and it's exclusive to each model. So that's just another comment. Maybe in the future, Staple and Haan will release more colorways, and I'm super excited for that fact. One thing I'm very sad about, when I woke up this morning and I saw that these were available, they still had the full-size run, except for 12, which is funny because my sizing is 12. I wear 12 in all of my sneakers, but the thing about me is I'm a true to size 11.5, so the only reason why I go 12 is because my feet are wider, just to make up for that space. And researching on sizing for Haan, as you can see right here, Haan recommends sizing down if you prefer a snug fit. So I was wondering, maybe I could have gotten away with an 11.5, but now looking at it, it's in the evening. Unfortunately, even the 11.5 is no longer an option for me. So it kind of sucks. It's kind of like the one that got away, but I'm happy enough to review it for now. I think to really give a more in-depth and eligible review, I would have to try this on, because even for this first one, even for the brown pair, I would have to try on the OriginalGrand, specifically this Staple collaboration, because they will be a lot different because it is a total reconstruction from my original ones that I wore in high school and college. So I guess me trying them on would just be me seeing if I would pay the extra 40 bucks for this ultra version rather than staying with the brown pair. Aesthetics, I like the brown pair again, but if I wanted to use for overall daily use, either whether it be formal, semi-formal, casual, I think the white or the cream pair is the way to go. But that's just my opinion. You know what though? I think this might be a blessing in disguise because, again, in my previous review on these two, I talked about their first collaboration, which is these two pairs right here, which are also OriginalGrand wingtips. I was more drawn to this black pair right here because, again, I was looking for a dress shoe specifically for formal events. So I noticed with my wardrobe, I have a lot of sneakers for different occasions, but when it comes to formal events, I don't have that in my collection, although I do have one specific pair, which I still have yet to review, which is a custom dress shoe, and I'll review that in a future video, which is why I was banking on Staple and Haan. Seeing that their relationship has been growing the past few years, I was banking on the fact that they would release another collaboration like this. I was thinking maybe I could just buy one of these regular release Ultra Wingtip Oxfords from Haan, or even this modern classic one with the regular outsole right here, and maybe sole swap with these guys, right? So that would make it a little bit more classy. The nice red up top on the sock liner is enough pop of color for me to still stand out but still looking clean and classic. So just food for thought. A lot of possibilities. I'm very excited to see Staple and Haan continue to collaborate. I might not even have to make these customs. I think for sure though, in the near future, I should say, we'll be seeing more colorways of these, maybe even more iterations of Staple Haan collaborations. So overall, for both sneakers, I'm very pleased with it. I'm super happy that they released. So great job to Haan and Staple for another successful collaboration. And I'm really, really excited to see what they have in the future, especially if my dream comes true with this pair coming out in an all black dress shoe. It'll be the ultimate dress shoe collaboration that I've always wanted. So that is it for this review, guys. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. I love conversing with you guys there, especially with this new format. I just decided to try something new using my stream setup to kind of do a show and tell and add visual aids. Leave a comment down below. I love conversing with you guys there. Follow me on Instagram at LBPeralta. I'm a bit more personal there. Post stories almost every day, and I post there when I have a new YouTube video out or when I'm live on stream. So that's one way to get notified, other than, of course, subscribing to the channel, guys. It really does help a lot. And check out the other videos on my channel. As the banner says, I have anything and everything in between on there. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye, guys. That's